Yo, what's up, people? I'm back. Hello, Anton. Welcome back. So, yeah. So, like I was saying, it's just time for me to fucking shine, innit? Time for me to be successful, because the only thing holding you back is you. Like, if you want something that bad, then you'll get it. And there's no point in just like feeling sorry for yourself or anything like that, and wishing things were better. If you want things to be better, you have to become better, and you have to. How's it going, Mr. Seaside? I just caught the end of the last live. Okay, well, welcome in here. Just restarted because sometimes they go a bit dead, and then I start again, and then it gets busy again. Sometimes people kind of drop off after a bit. What happens is they push it out to people at the beginning, and then it seems they don't push it out to as many people later in the live. That's what I find. So, yeah. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Let's get the likes up. Share this out if you can. Do whatever you can to get this pushed out more. So yeah. But yeah, what's up, people? I've been looking into this thing called psycho-cybernetics, and still at the beginning of it, really. But yeah. But it's something that if you can master it, then you can do great things. Do carbohydrates cause crashes in high and low energy levels? I've heard carbs are not all that good, especially on a daily basis, can cause mood changes, etc. That's probably more just like refined sugar for the most part, and there's not all carb, and also like processed carbs as well. Things like that they could probably cause it, but whole foods not the same. I was actually just watching a bit of a video on Thomas DeLauer. I only got halfway through it, but it was talking about dates. It says if dates have sugar in them, how are they so healthy for you? And it talking about like how they don't act the same on the body as refined sugar. Hello, Snoop Dogg, how you doing? Hello, Box, how you doing? Okay, sorry to hear about that. Probably just a troll, isn't it? They all keep going on about the dog dying. But yeah, basically, not all carbs are equal. So yeah, I might make a video about carbs because I'm kind of sick of hearing people saying they're bad. Of course, yeah, some people, maybe they're bad for certain kind of people, but the thing is, I think we all need a certain level of carbs, especially if you're exercising at a high intensity. Carbs can be important for that. So, but actually for like energy spikes and crashes, that's mostly just like high glycemic index carbs, like table sugar, for example, glucose, fructose syrup, and things like that. Yeah, those kind of like very high glycemic type of carbs, whereas most fruit, for example, if it's like natural fruit, it's lower on the glycemic index, so therefore it's a lot healthier for you. It's also got a lot of other health beneficial compounds like things like polyphenols, for example, which are and antioxidants, which can help to help with the cellular function, and because with these oxidants in the body, they can actually destroy cells over time, and therefore lead to more cell senescence, because the cells can only divide so many times. So with all this oxidation going, it's very damaging to the body. It can cause cancers, because then your immune cells start to become less functional and less able to fight illness and disease. But yeah, it's important to like keep your body healthy through diet, exercise, and things like even like sleep hygiene, stress reduction. I think white bread isn't that good for the body now. yeah, white bread is a refined carb. Brown bread isn't as bad. I mean, I have brown pasta most of the time. Brown pasta's healthier than white pasta because it's not been through as much of a refining process. And white pasta's had a lot of the fiber taken out of it, which is actually beneficial to slow down the insulin spike. But yeah, it's you won't get this like sudden spike in your insulin, and you're not gonna have this sudden like rush of energy and then spot and crash of energy. So what a lot of the times would happen is that people have a spike in energy and then a crash in energy, and then they would eat something after that because they're feeling like, you know, their energy levels have been depleted, and and especially if that food has a lot of fat in it as well, then that can actually lead to having more fat gain, and so that's the danger of that really. But yeah, is that sugar and like fat together basically the recipe for disaster. I mean, fats on their own are actually can be good because they can be quite satiating and not hyper palatable, and then sugar on its own, you could say it's not. Um, you could argue it's not as bad, but when it both are together, it can really be quite bad. Like for example, if you put sugar, like for example, if you put sugar on nuts, like for example, you'll have this like peanut brittle, loads of calories with the fats in it, and then the sugar just makes it more addictive. So that's what it's designed to do. Yeah, how you doing, Richard? Is brown sugar better than white? Not really. I don't think it's really that much different. It's just got a bit more molasses. It's not quite as refined, but I don't think it's much different in the way it affects the body. Whereas things like brown rice is probably better than white rice. It depends. Hi, the Anderson 1986. Good to see you again. Not too bad, thank you. Hope you're doing well yourself. Welcome in here, people. Hope you've all had a blessed day. Like the live, everybody. But yeah, I might make a video on the whole carbohydrates thing, but yeah, to kind of clear any confusion that people have about that. So yeah. Damn, I love peanut brittle. Yeah, it's a bunch of sugar, and of course it depends on if you can find you don't overeat on it, but you know, a lot of this stuff is quite addictive, and and then people end up overeating on it. So yeah, I think there was actually this experiment where they did this ultra processed food experiment, which then went badly wrong, where they ended up gaining a bunch of weight. They found that they would overeat a lot more, whereas with healthy food you would tend to be satiated a lot more because of the volume of the food. It also the taste. I've got add all this like extra flavoring on it, and if you make the thing rather than buy it, you will see how much sugar you need. It will put you off. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right. It's like I remember that in class there would show us these things where like in a kind of pop, and it'll show you like how much sugar they put in it, which is quite alarming. Like when you see it actually just in like pure sugar, like how much is actually added to each can. But because it's just mixed in, like people don't notice it. Hi, Asia, how you doing? Welcome in here. How's your day been? Hope you've had a good one. Make sure you subscribe if anybody's new here. But yeah, um, but yeah, how's things going with you, Richard? A cup of sugar makes hardly any caramel, right? Really? Yeah, because of is it because of the way it kind of um I don't know, like it changes the structure of it when you make caramel, isn't it? Become a lot more compact because when it's like in granules and stuff, it's yeah. I've got a colonoscopy this week and very nervous. Has anyone ever had one before? No, I've not. What's that again? Is that where you have a camera shoved up your ass or something? So I've heard people get that sometimes to like see what's going on up there. Doesn't sound fun. Is that what it is? But yeah, you'll be right. This is the side that put you to sleep. Oh, really? All right. Well, yeah, my mate does them. Oh, really? All right. He hasn't given you one, has he? Yeah. Anyway, welcome in here, everybody. Hope you've all had a good day. Thank you for joining me tonight, everybody. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. If you've got anything you'd like to talk about, let me know. Thank you for the 4 likes, people. Yeah. It's a shame about all the people from the TikTok lives that haven't bothered to come over here, really. They don't really come watch me on the air. Oh well. But yeah, what's everybody been up to this weekend? I say much. Might not stay on too long tonight, I don't know yet. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, I might actually go for a walk later. Just get some fresh air, Sometimes I like to go for a walk at night time when it's really quiet. It's just really kind of calm and just relaxing at that time of night, when you just go out for a walk when there's just clear my mind, really. Might be able to come up with ideas better than when I'm just walking around in the fresh air and just no distractions. So yeah, what's up, people? Hang on. As the chat and stop working on my phone or something, let's just go to the watch page and see what's going on. Does everyone just seem to have stopped talking? So let's have a look. Sure if I miss anything. Yeah. What we're saying, people. Oh, hello, Medium Scoom 89. How you doing? Hello, Freddie. How you doing? You alright? Hello, Only Mags. Oh yeah, the football game right now, American football. So I was just saying hi. Okay, no worries. Hope you enjoy it. How are we doing, people? I hope you're all doing well tonight. Subscribe if you're new here. Evening walks are quite relaxing and refreshing. Yeah. Just there's not anyone around. It's just quiet. There's not much traffic going on. It's just you can kind of just be in a more of a meditative state, really. And sometimes I'll just have random ideas that might come to me. So it's good. It can be good to just get yourself out in the fresh air when there's not really anyone around. Yeah, how are we doing tonight, people? Hope you've all had a blessed day. If you haven't already, can you subscribe? But yeah, don't think there's much new people coming in tonight. It's just mainly just people who've been before, so that's cool. But yeah, but I'm talking about doing some more busking soon. I want to get into the magic, do the magic tricks, and but I've been putting that off for a while, really. But I need to actually just get out there and do it, and I can't be relying on other people to be there to kind of support me, really. Sometimes you just have to do things by yourself. Why do you need someone to be there to support you? Because if you're feeling like that, then you're just then you're becoming reliant on other people, which then is not good. But then again, we always rely on someone to a degree. I'll be relying on people to partake in the magic. So, but hopefully there'll be someone there that'll want to take part, and hopefully then we get a crowd of people. Alright, got to go. Take care, Mags. But anyway, what's up, everybody? How you all doing tonight? Hope everyone's well. What we're saying here. Frog, hello. Oh yeah, I've heard that's what they eat in France, isn't it? Snails and frogs' legs, isn't it? Sounds very yummy. Actually, someone said that they tasted like chicken or something. What's the most you have made in a day, busking out of curiosity? Um, once on I actually did singing, and once I made about £40, but not usually make that much. Maybe I could try the singing stuff. Actually, that could work, but it's just that this time of year, I don't know if it's going to be as if it's going to be as it's probably not going to be as busy in town, especially on a weekday. But then again, we've got the Christmas shopping now, so a lot of people will be out shopping for Christmas. So it could be getting busier with this sort of time of year as well. So just have to give it a try. I mean, either I do the magic tricks or I do singing, but I've done singing before and I've made money, so I know that if I do that, I know that I can probably make something. Like I've not really ever been out and not made a thing. I've always made something doing that. I'm also a beatboxer as well, and I tend to not make as much doing that because it's kind of a bit more niche. But when it comes to like singing, it's like if you're singing songs that people know, then as long as you're somewhat decent, then you'll be on to a winner. Okay, it's okay. It's okay, Charlotte. Wouldn't have them again, just like chicken, but not really. Oh, really? Hi, what's this? Chef Izzy Food. How you doing? You alright? Good to see you. Sorry, there's something off with this chat for some reason, and on YouTube it's kind of not showing up the names properly. Just wait a second, guys. I'll just refresh the mobile phone thing. Because it's just, the chat's just, yeah. Alright. Let's see if that sorted it out. But yeah, ideally I could probably, hang on. It's not come up. Bear with me a second, people. I'll be back in a sec. Alright. Other night, 40 plus watching. There was actually 50 something at one point. Hello, Avenger Girl. How are you doing? You alright? Welcome in here. How are you doing tonight? Hope everyone's had a blessed day. Charlotte says, I think your phone's lagging, but I've just refreshed the live because the chat was not showing up on my phone. That whenever that happens, I've just got to do that. Hello, Lexi. Good to see you again. How have you been? You alright? So yeah, I could do with starting up the busking again. It's just that I've got to make sure I go at a certain time, like to make sure that I don't miss out on a spot when it comes to doing like the singing and all that. I've got to make sure that. How many bedrooms is your apartment? Just one, yeah. It's just one. But it's a pretty big space, so for one bedroom. Yeah. Yeah. It's just this room's quite, as you can see, it's quite a big space. It's just it's got this freaking slant thing because I'm on the top floor. Just a quick one tonight. All right, what, you're not staying? You mean, what have you been up to this weekend? But yeah, I would like to go out and do my magic stuff though. That's something I'd really like to do though. It's just I've been kind of like, hesitant with. I mean, I've tried it before. I tried it once, but someone was supposedly gonna like pay me for it, but then I couldn't get the Square app to work. Like they were trying to do it through the Square app, but I think they did it wrong because you had to like put you had to like put the card under the phone instead of put it on top of the phone. I think they did it the wrong way. And then they were like, "Oh, I'll get the money and I'll be back." They didn't come back. Oh yeah, school. Okay, well, you take care. Went to an 80th birthday party. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maureen. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. That's Maureen's husband, or whoever it is, whoever's 80th birthday, I don't know, but yeah. their wife or husband, whoever it was that would be wishing them a happy birthday. Yeah, soon it'll be, I wish you a Merry Christmas. I wish you a Merry Christmas. Oh, goodness. Was it your daughter? Oh, yeah. You're saying that Lex is 100 plus or something. So you remember me from a couple of days ago? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you was here the other day, weren't you? Yeah. I've got my tree up. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, that's very early. I don't know. I remember like my grandparents wouldn't put them up till like only like a week before Christmas. They were not really into putting the decorations up so early. Sometimes they'd put like these things up on the ceiling. They have these like kind of decorations, like these like kind of whatever you call them. They're like these. They would like pin them up to this to the ceiling, and they'd have like this little tree, nothing much really, but yeah, living room. Yeah, we put them in like yeah. You're looking well, sweet. Oh, thank you. But I need to get back into this busking stuff. But yeah, maybe I could try doing Christmas songs, couldn't I? Yeah, if I'm doing the singing, I could do well in the next couple of weeks, I could start doing Christmas songs. Uh, yeah, goodness. Well, I'll have to try and figure out like enough songs to do or something. No, I'm not doing Barbie Girl. Mom says good idea. Oh yeah. But I think maybe it's a bit early for that. I don't think they're really doing much of that yet. But when it gets to about, maybe when it gets to about, maybe, I don't know, the next 2 or 3 weeks, and I guess I could do that. But yeah, uh, it's just the only problem. I can hear you do some singing. I don't know. Not really kind of in the mood to do that right now. But I don't know. I'm yeah. If you think I'm offline, don't worry. I'm just listening. It's okay. No worries. Okay. Hello, Mark 208. How you doing? Mistletoe on a long stick. What you mean? I mean, there's a mistletoe's like on the. There's like kiss beneath the mistletoe or something. What's happening with Sweden? What about Sweden? I don't know. Why is there something going on with Sweden? Me too, Charlotte. I listen to into sometimes. Yeah, sometimes people just lurk here and don't say anything. Oh, yes, walk around. Well, I'm walking around now and just holding my phone. You mean is that what you're on about, or what? Welcoming everybody. I'm talking about your flight ticket. Well, obviously it's not happening, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. There's nothing I can really do. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about that stuff anymore, to be honest. Just want that stuff to be in the past. Yeah, just a bad dream. What's this? Best way to pick up a lady in the cold. All right, Mr. Blobby and Bob the Builder or X. Songs that I will look forward to. Oh, really? Oh, goodness. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you all had a good day. Yeah, seems like it's kind of been dropping off again, but do you believe there might possibly be life on other planets, universes, or solar systems? Possibly, yeah. It might not be anything like us, though. It might be completely different. Do you sing them? Probably not. But came across this stream by fate. Oh, really? Are you new here, Mark? Then is this your first time in here? Then thank you for the 9 likes, everybody. Yeah, keep liking the live, share the live as well if you can. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh really? All right. Well, welcome in here, Mark. You have 10 likes. Yes, I do now. Thank you for the 10 likes, everybody. If you have any questions, put them in the chat. But yeah, I need to just get out and do my show on it, you know. There's nothing stopping me, so just sometimes I get stuck in ruts, but I have to consciously just stop myself from doing things that are not productive or not very productive. But like, yeah, it would be nice if I could get like £40 every time I do the busking, but even more than that, you know, if I could try and get 50 to 100, that was like the aim really. But it's just the problem is that most people don't carry cash. So when I'm going out and doing my show in the street, then you know, like they're not going to be. Most of them aren't able to really contribute, and I mean, yeah, maybe they could go and draw money out, but they won't be able to draw out like a couple of pound coins really, unless they go into a shop and then try to. But like a lot of people just aren't going to bother with the hassle of hello, Clorox. Yeah, all right, welcome in here. How you doing tonight? Hope everyone's well. What's 42? What's that? Sorry. Oh, 42. Oh yeah, 42. The meaning of life. Was it the what's it called? Is it Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy or something? Wasn't it? Was it? I think you should get a card reader. Yeah, I've got it on my phone, but the thing is, if I'm doing singing, then I can't be asked to like try and mess around with all that. I mean, I've not got a card reader. I mean, I've got it on my phone, the app. But I mean, if I'm doing like my magic tricks, I could do it when doing that. I mean, it does take a small fee, but you know, it's not that bad. I've got Square on my phone, but yeah, I didn't get a card reader, but yeah, I can use my phone to do that. Anyway, hello, the God of War. How you doing tonight? Here we go again. But yeah, I hope everyone's had a blessed day. Share this out if you can. Subscribe if you're new here. Yeah. But yeah, what's up, people? Yeah, they keep doing this English or Spanish thing. I'm like, whatever. I'm not even going to entertain it. What are you on about, Clorox? Mos Def in that film. Who's Mos Def? Yeah, Spanglish. Yeah. Yeah, Spanglish. Yeah, what's up, everybody? But yeah, I mean, there's another thing you could get, like a PayPal QR code. I've got one of those, but unfortunately, most people don't do that either. Most people don't have PayPal, so I was just thinking that. See, what's that? Blue collar is a good way to make a buck. Unconventional ones don't get enough laborers for demand. Well, not my thing really, but but I think more people should probably do that if it's your thing. But yeah, I'm more into entertainment and yeah, that's my whole kind of thing. I'm into being a performer rather than a laborer, but yeah. Anyway. I mean, yeah, well, okay, but not everyone wants to do that. Everyone's got their own things that they want to do. I mean, yeah, they make good money, but you got to find something you actually enjoy doing, because you don't want to be like working for so many hours a day, doing something you hate doing and be like, why am I doing this? I mean, you could argue that it's good for like the fitness side of things, because you won't have to like do your workouts when you're moving bricks around all day or something like that. So, a lot of these people are just kind of naturally going to be in good shape from that. They might not have to do much else. Story of my life, right? fair enough. I'm from America, so I don't know what things are like in the UK. Yeah, I mean, I've heard that can be a good, way to make money, but I have no qualification for that. I did a bit of stuff in college, but I didn't actually like doing the bricklaying stuff. Maybe it's just because I didn't get the hang of it, so I was like just frustrated with it, and it was just. I also didn't like how it made me hands feel. It was just really kind of, and all my hands go weird with like, yeah, I don't know, they would go quite. When you're doing all the, yeah, I don't know. I just didn't like it at all. We only did it for a few weeks. I was like, I was glad it was over. Yeah, it would just felt very kind of like tedious to me, but a life is a destination that leads us to the right path and connections we add to. Often we always believe in ourselves and others, so that's the facts about caring about other people and loving ourselves. Yeah. I got into a blue collar job didn't think I would like, but ended up liking it. The physical stress is one thing, but it's more stressful mentally, though, especially in my opinion, especially people or coworkers. Yeah, like if you're working for somebody else and you've got other people you're having to like, answer for or anything like that, and it's like, nah, not for me. Where you get working in these like corporate jobs or whatever, or who the hell wants to be doing that? But some people feel like they have to. But yeah, I'm gonna do the street performing. That's something I actually enjoy doing, but yeah, I mean, some people might enjoy it, but the thing is, it's like, why would you waste a bunch of time to try and then find out that you don't like it? Then, yeah, I'd rather do something I know that I'm gonna like doing, and if it's gonna make me a living, even if it makes me a bit less, I'm not really bothered. It's about balancing out like how much you're making with like actually enjoying what you're doing. Yes, so take risk, time is precious. Yeah, but then you don't want to make too many risks and then you end up. It all depends on what the risks are and how risky it is. I mean, everything's a risk, really, I suppose. Nothing is risk free. It's like, I mean, just doing the same thing over and over, there's a risk to that because there's a risk that of an opportunity cost or whatever of doing that, with spending time just like trying to, slave away at a corporate job to hope that you're going to get a promotion. And then even if you do that, you don't know maybe you could have actually had better opportunities elsewhere. So everything, there's a risk, there's no such thing as risk free. You can mitigate certain risks, but everything has a level of risk. I would say it's more risky to just stay doing the same thing and not actually trying anything else out. But I need to just try and use this equipment, and I bought this equipment like last year, and I just haven't really been using it that much. And it's like, thing is, when you've actually bought something where it's like, it was like 200 and something pounds in total for the PA system, and I'm like, I need to make the most out of it. Problem is I could show you the equipment, right? One of the freaking wheels has come, well, like part of it's all come off, and I can't trail it anymore. It's just gonna wear everything away. And I'm like, I have to literally carry it. So I guess that'll give me some fitness, I suppose. It's like probably about 8 kilograms or something. It's pretty heavy, I have to keep switching hands when I'm carrying it because it gets really uncomfortable on your arms. Being an entertainer is a lot more risky than getting a proper job. It all depends on like what if you can, how much money you can make. But what I would say for like, it all depends on how you look at things and how you kind of diversify your income. And I talk about risk in terms of like opportunity cost, in terms of not just about the money, also enjoyment of life and missing out on that potential. So it's yeah. Well, it says skits on YouTube are still viable. I think what you mean. Americans love the British accents and humor. Oh yeah, yeah. It's just like because British people. I think that's one good thing to be like proud of. The Britain, I guess, is like their banter. But the thing with the problem with the British banter is it can get a bit too kind of much in some instances though when they're just like tearing each other apart and it's just they can just use the excuse that it's banter, but all they're trying to do is just break each other down because they're probably all insecure about themselves. It's like a way for them to just like it's like a competition to try and break each other down the most because they hate themselves a lot of the time. So people can use the excuse that it's banter, but I used to think, oh, it's all just banter. It's like just to get a thicker skin. But there's some people out there that are, they're strong, they're weaker than others, and it's just I don't know. It's just, in my opinion, it's very irresponsible and passive aggressive. Yeah, because you don't. It's hard to know the difference when people are they just joking or are they actually trying to just mentally just break each other down. Because at my college, they would all be like doing this banter shit, and it would all just be like, just made me feel really uncomfortable and just like I felt like personally attacked. I mean, maybe that was partly my issue, but it's like it felt like a lot of time I was just being kind of, taking the piss out of, and I would just seem to be kind of, I don't know, like an easy target really. So, and yeah, they would take the piss out of other people, but it was like, I don't know. But it felt like I was one that would just be kind of like, I don't know. It just didn't really seem like they liked me very much. There was just a bit of hostility. At times it felt like some of them seemed to be all right with me, but then some of them just seemed to kind of not really like me around that much. I'm like, I don't know. They probably felt like I was showing them up or something. So I remember I used to go hang around with them at like lunchtime, and they would go to like somewhere to get food, and I would go with them, and I thought everything was fine. But then one day they seemed to just not really want me to hang around with them anymore. So I just fuck it, then I'm just gonna not bother. And I would start talking to other people, and then eventually it felt like they didn't really want me around that much either. It all felt like, I don't know, whatever group of people I would try to, hang around with, that eventually they would just seem to not really want me around, or that certain groups of people I just wouldn't really connect with. And so yeah, I would like go through phases of hanging around certain people, then they wouldn't want me around anymore, or they would just seem kind of hostile or whatever. And all right, Shiloh, having autism can make you an easy target, unfortunately. But yeah, I think it's just yeah. But over time, you kind of, I wouldn't say you grow out of it, but you become wiser to things. And I think you can be a bit naive at times, because I think what it is that we have a certain kind of mindset of it. We don't like to be all kind of devious or anything like that. And the thing is, a lot of times people like project what they feel like they are onto other people. It's like that they should be that way. I mean, that like, because I'm, kind of someone that doesn't like to lie, therefore other people should be like that. And it's like, and then when we see, and it's like we assume that everyone's, we would assume everyone's all kind of all right or whatever, or for the most part. And yeah, you've got to be careful, because it's like, just because they seem like they're all right doesn't mean that they are. Because we're kind of like, most of us are quite genuine people to the point and all that. We would a lot of times assume that other people are, I think, is the problem. A lot of times people assume that others are how they are. It's like when people say, oh, I don't understand how someone could murder somebody. But just because you wouldn't do that doesn't mean that someone else wouldn't do that. Everyone's got a different mindset on things, and it's like they have their own kind of thoughts going on, and things that have happened to them and have led them to that point. So yeah, it's all about kind of definitely, yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying about the risk, but when it comes to risk management, I would recommend setting up multiple income streams. And I'm going to probably talk more about this. Hello, unknown nobody. Real rich is the one who have rich by heart and mind. Yeah. Well, that's it, because it's like success. It's like success doesn't mean you have to have like loads of money, but I think it's good to have like a certain amount of money for security and for like just to live a comfortable life, but and have to have some luxuries beyond that. So because it's like, people say, oh, I just want to live a comfortable life. No, I want to have some luxury in life, not just to be comfortable. Like, who would want to just be comfortable? I want to actually enjoy life. I want to actually, be able to actually have the money to travel and do things on my terms, and, not be, sort of tied down financially because I'm not able to afford all these things. And so, yeah, having to, kind of compromise on certain things because, I can't afford this, so I have to try and cut back here to like, I don't know. It's just, like people who are well off, they don't have to worry about these things. They'll do whatever the hell they want, when they want. Not luxury, but necessities. But I'm like, what is wrong with having some luxury in life, though? I mean, I'm not saying you should become like mega rich. Like, it's like, for example, someone who's made like, let's say, someone who has, 1 or 2 million or something like that. It's completely different to these Silicon Valley billionaires. It's like worlds apart. But yet some people would like to attack on people who are, like just like middle class to like upper middle class or whatever. And it's like, thing is though, it's like just because they're earning a lot more than you doesn't mean they're elites. We're talking like the 1% of the 1%, not just the 1%. So people talk about the 1%, but it's like it's the 1% of the 1%, if not the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. Oh yeah, you take care, Ryan. Yeah. Anyway, make sure you subscribe if you do hear people. So it's the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. Those are the real elites, these billionaires. There's only about, a couple of thousand or so, maybe a few thousand of them. So, it's a very small percentage of the population that are the true elites. I mean, I suppose like even people who are earning, say, like 100 million plus, I mean, they're probably like, maybe there might be like, say, 100,000 of those, maybe it's under a million. So, it's under a million of those people who are earning at least, 100 million. It's got to be less than a million people that have that kind of wealth out of 8 billion. So that's about one in, let's say, 1 in 8,000, probably a lot less than that even. But yeah, it's a crazy low number of people who have that kind of wealth. It's like the percentage wise, but yeah, it's people want to try and attack on others that are just doing somewhat better than they are, but it's just, oh, you're so greedy and all that. Well, yeah, but they're not really, though, are they? You should be diverting your attention to the people who are the real greedy ones, the corporations who, these conglomerates and all that, like your Mark Zuckerbergs and your Bill Gates and your Jeff Bezos and your Elon Musks and all those kind of people who, these are the people that, are actually the greedy ones, I would say. When is Super Chat available now? Shouldn't be too long, hopefully. Why would you going to be sending some? I do have PayPal in the description, guys, if you want to send a one-off payment. But yeah, it's just with PayPal, it won't take as much of a cut. But with Super Chat, it's something like 30%. So it's quite a high percentage, really. But I might look at Patreon as well, actually. I think I've got Patreon set up, but never actually used it. I think I'm going to restart the live, people. So it's gone dead again in here, so I'll be back in a minute.